Hi everybody, Cam here and welcome to another top 10 tips and tricks for Alpha 27 Days to Die. The last lot went down quite well and so did my 27k Dukes or motorbike video. That went down pretty good too, so I thought I'd make another one. So here's some 10 tips, whether they're top or not is up to you. Some are great, some are possibly not so great, and some are downright stupid, but it's all a bit of fun and also to show you what's possible in the game of 7 days. I'd like to just say that if you like this kind of content, please do subscribe to my channel so you're notified next time a video comes out. Also, if you like the videos, please do like them. They don't cost anything to subscribe or like, and if you change your mind at a later date, you can always unsubscribe, but I hope you don't. Anyway, let's get on with it, starting with number 10. So here's one you may or may not know. How to get down from a building if you've got no shits, you've got no way of getting down, you've got no blocks. In fact, if you just want to get down really quick with hardly any damage or no damage at all. So what you do is you bring a vehicle with you, preferably a bike. That's what I would use, a bicycle. And you plonk him down, and then you get on him, and then you jump off. And there you go. Alright, took a little bit of damage, but you're out of there. Seems stupid, doesn't it? Same again, let's try it with the motorbike though. Still good. Well, it's got to be done, innit? I mean, honestly, wouldn't you do it? Yeah, down in one piece. Cracking. So this is another one that you can do if you're looking for such things as logs or stumps or nodes or anything like that, and you're not in an area where you can see it that easy, such as, you know, yeah, there's a node there, but it's not the easiest thing to see, and I've just missed a nest. What you can do is go into your options and go into video and then put your quality preset down as low as it can do, and then if you come over to here to the object quality, put it up as high as you can, click apply. As you can see now, look, there's a stamp over there, there's nodes over here. Makes life a little bit easier. You can literally see everything on the ground. Here's a nest over here, there's even a chicken over here. So, food. Why is food on the list? Well, to be honest with you, if you're playing at high levels, sometimes it's really hard to find good food, especially during the night. Especially if you start off and you're in something like warrior level or you're actually on insane level. So it's just to go through some of the foods that you might not even think about eating. Raw meat. Benefits are, yes, you get 2 food, but the health's not good, and you do run the chance of getting 12% dysentery. The dysentery will give you the bum squirts. In other words, whatever you eat afterwards, you can't really get any health from, so it's really not worth doing if you can help it. Animal fat. You get animal fat if you kill animals or you take apart animal skeletons that are on the road, that kind of thing. This isn't too bad. You get 5 food for each time you eat it. Yes, your health goes down, but the health should start building up bit by bit. There's no dysentery, which is great. Jar of honey, one of the best ones. You can get the jars of honey from stumps, gives you 8 food, 2 health, and it also cures infections, so this is a good one. Charred meat. Quite a few people don't bother with charred meat, but it's okay. It will give you 10 food, it will give you health. Yes, you will lose a little bit of water, but you should be able to find water around the place and be able to drink, okay. Rotting flesh. Just don't, please don't. It's just not worth it for the 1 food and you run the risk of dysentery. Cornmeal. You don't really get a great amount from it. Yes, you get 2 food, but the water is -3. I wouldn't eat this unless I'm absolutely desperate. And then the old favourite, the old sham sandwich. Horrible bloody things. Yes, you get 15 food, but again, you run the chance of dysentery. So I wouldn't touch it. So the 3 that I would touch if you're desperate to eat would be the animal fat, and I have at it, jar of honey, and also the charred meat. And now with the stupid tips and tricks idea. How many times have you got to go and do buried supplies and it drives you nuts? Okay, there's not many things that you can actually do which will get you down there quick into the ground. If you've got an auger, good for you. But how do you complete this one really, really quick? Well, first of all, you've just got to start it up. And then if you're lucky enough to have a good old rocket launcher with high explosives, keep back. And there he is. Easy. Yeah, alright, it's stupid, but hey, what do you want? So this one's really for a private server. In other words, you're running it directly off your PC. If you're on a public server anyway, this won't work at all, so don't bother with this one. But how many times have you got to the traders and you've had a good old look at his jobs and you thought, they're all buried bloody supplies. Buried supplies and 2 fetches. I don't want to do those. I really, really don't want to do those. They're horrible. Don't forget, you can log off, log back in again. There you go. You got more fetches. It's all changed again. Alright, buried supplies again. But hey, what can I say? At least you can keep revolving it and getting the one that you want. If you go and do all the trades for the day, yeah, I don't fancy doing any of the fetches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log off and log back in again. And as you can see, not only does it give you different quests, but also it gives you another 5 against it. You could power your way through all the tier 3s in one day without having to go through the night and wait for the next day. Handy. So how many times have you come across a POI that you thought, I just want to get on the roof, I don't want to muck around at all, look at it, they want me to literally go all the way through there. Now you can go up the normal way, which is to make blocks and go up that way, but I think the better way of doing it is actually to use ladders. The best way to do it is find a good wall like this, and don't put the ladder straight at the bottom, because that would be really, really dumb. What you want to do is put it 2 up, and try and get it flush to the wall if you can. But sometimes it's not that easy, okay, but you can literally do it when it's actually sticking out a little bit, so it's up to you really. Get rid of the bottom 2, because that way you're not going to get a zombie trying to climb after you, which is really painful. Also makes life easy when you want to get down quick as well. Ladders are so underrated. Say you're sorting out a new mine and you're thinking, I'm going to get hit in a minute. The old way was that you could actually make a wooden frame, and through the wooden frame you could actually shoot any zombies that came along. Nowadays you can't do that because it will literally just block it all up. So the best way is to put down a good old hatch. That's all you got to do, put a hatch down. Open it up, ready to go. It will stop the zombies for a little bit and also give you a warning if they are on the outside. Now the best way I find of dealing with zombies is literally like this when you're doing a mine, is to dig down as normal. Putting up ladders, don't worry if they're not flush with the inside of the tunnel itself, you can put them at an angle and they will still work. Pick a level that you want to actually work on. In other words, you want to either build your base or you want to mine out anything at all. Dig a dirty great pit underneath your ladder, and that way you can literally just put frame shapes to get back up again. Anybody trying to follow you down is going to go straight into that horrible pit, and there they can bloody well stay. Underground farming. Did you know that you can actually farm underground? Now why would you want to do this? Well, say you're playing on a main server and you don't want people to find out that you've got loads and loads and loads and loads of crops, but somehow they work out a way of breaking in and nicking all your crops. You can actually put them all underground. I mean, it depends how big you want it to be. I've just done a 4x4 here, but one thing you need to make sure that you do above the crops themselves is to have a hole going to the surface. Like that. Will they grow? Yeah, they will actually, which is really, really weird. Starting to grow alright by the looks of it. Nearly there. Lovely bit of corn. Oh, there you go, after some time. Corn, look at it. And all grown underneath the ground. Have you ever been on a really good loot run and you've ended up really, really encumbered to the point where even your bike is encumbered as well? I mean, look at it, it's absolutely crazy. So what I would suggest you do, if you are lucky to come across these early in game, get yourself a robotic drone. Robotic drones come with their own inventory spaces, which is rather nice.
Power up complete.
So as you can see, storage is quite big even for a level 1. Now you can make these even bigger. All you have to do is modify, and if you're lucky enough to get a cargo mod, stick one of those in. Stick her back out.
Startup sequence activated.
And you get another line. And there we go. Great thing is, she will follow you. That's if you can put up with the annoying voice. Although, if you do get the annoying voice and it does get on your nerves a little bit, you can actually tell her to shut up. Good little drone. Next one, coffins. Why in God's name are we picking coffins in this list? Well, you can find a book. And here it is, Wasteland Treasures Volume 2. If you read it at the top, it says, Coffins are treasure troves of the apocalypse. Learn how to harvest coffins for bones, jewellery and precious gems. So we have a bit of that. So here we are in a good old churchyard, and we're about to desecrate some good old coffins. Now, if you come across any of these kind of burial plots, you can actually dig them up and find coffins in them. There you go. So not only can you actually rob them blind for the bones, lovely, but don't forget to take them apart. Especially as we've now got that perk. Nice bit of silver. And then don't forget, the funeral home itself has actually got coffins on the sign. How'd you get up there? Oh, you can bloody guess how to get up there. So who would have thought diamonds would have come out of coffins? But there you go. So how many times like me when you're laying foundation down and you're looking at what you've actually done and you're thinking to yourself, it's not as aesthetically pleasing as I'd love it to be. In other words, you've dug out too much ground here or around the sides, or you don't want it so big. What are you going to do? Well, yeah, you could put cobblestone blocks down again, but that's not really going to make it look as good as you want it to. One way you can do this is if you pick topsoil. So you can actually make topsoil out of clay. And with those, you can actually start to fill the gaps in. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? And there you have it, everybody. Another top 10 tips and tricks for Alpha 27 Days to Die. So thank you so much if you've lasted this long. Really do appreciate it. And if you'd like to subscribe, that'd be fabulous. That way, if I do another one, which I probably will do, you'll get a notification to say it's up and published. Also, if you've got any ideas yourself which you think I might need to include for the next one, as I read all comments and it's greatly appreciated. So good luck to you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.